like you brought it from talking about, especially the healing piece. And it's so funny because Eugene came on first when we was talking about emotional wellness. And one of the things we said was that you want to be chosen, and because you wasn't chosen, because your daddy didn't show up for you, whatever the case was, you got rejected. You need to heal from that. Otherwise, you keep choosing the same person over and over and over again. So I love how God has tied it up. And then, the funny, Indiana shared with me that years ago, God shared with her the I am woman empowered. So for us to be doing this in 2020 and haven't got connected, it's funny, but at the same time purposeful, and that God has things lined up. So I'm just super excited that you were able to bring it here. If you would share with everybody how they can get in contact with you, with some ladies who are very much interested in writing a book, so they can reach out to you and get that done.
Um,
Okay,
my
great.
website is www.indianatuggle.com. That is my website. You can check out all of my services, all of my writing, all of my coaches. Indie Writes is my store. That is the store where you can purchase all of our books, products, ebooks, any type of writing and publishing things that I have come up. You can get a link to my courses and things like that. But you can get access to all of those through indianatuggle.com. You can click on store and get to all of those books as well. There's a tab on my website that says books, where you can check out all 4 of the books and see what they are about and who they're for, so you can decide which one you want to buy. Like I said, all the books are $5 off right now, and they are autographed. So I have a lot of books in stock that's sitting in my closet, that I'm going to be sending out, and they're going to be autographed. So those who order until I run out, then they'll be autographed. After they run out, then it'll be back to the regular printing and shipping directly from my printer. So I just want to thank you guys so much. And I'm going to put my website in the chat as well, for having me. Thank you so much for joining in on this session. It was fun. As usual, I always have fun when I get to talk about what God has done for me and in my life, and how you can really, truly be the best woman that God created you to be, because I'm a firm believer in, if you be the best that you can be, you will attract the best,
Amen.
and you just have to be patient with yourself. And I'm not telling you this because I have overcame. I'm still learning, to be patient, because we're human. I still have those times where I'm like, I wish I was in a relationship, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't want no mess. So I can't settle. I can't settle. I know what God told me. I know what he said about me. And I know that who I am and what he's doing in my life is precious. And he's not going to just allow me to be with anybody. And you have to know that. You have to know that as the queen, because you are a queen, because you are royalty, because what God put on the inside of you is amazing, that he can't connect you with anybody. And your connection, who your connected to, it matters. It's a lot of people that are out here in marriages and they went through hell. They might be married 50 years now, but they went through hell for the first 20.
So true. So true.
Struggle love is played out. I don't need nobody up here testifying how I'm an awesome woman and I endured them cheating on me and getting 3, 4, 5 babies out of wedlock. The devil is a lie. I don't need that testimony. And that's not cool. So I don't want to be the one of those ones who got married and now I'm sitting up here waiting on God to change my husband. So we can live a blessed life. Lies you tell. I want you to be changed when you come to me. The same way God took me through a healing process and made sure I was healed and amazing and the best woman that I can be. I need for him to do the same thing with him. So therefore, I'm worth the wait. And you have to understand that you are worth the wait. Okay, how long you wait? What the devil said, you worth the wait.
Amen. Thank you again so much for sharing. We definitely appreciate it. Everybody, her information is in the chat, so make sure you get it. Up next is Miss Shelley Meche'Tte. Hey, Shelley. You're on mute.
There. Now. Can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome, welcome, welcome all the way from, I want to say this is a sunny state of California, but is it raining or the sun shining?
There's some sun
It's
shining.
a little
I'm
sun.
looking
Okay,
out the
then the sunny
window.
state of
There's
California.
some sun.
Yes, little sunshine coming in. Yes, ma'am. Indiana, thank you again so much. That was dropping the nuggets that I knew you would. And again, y'all, we have had three strong women that came on to get us empowered. And of course, Miss Shelley Meche'Tte. I just like the name Shelley Meche'Tte. Just sounds like it's
Go ahead.
empowering
Say
you.
it as many
You know
times
what I'm
as you
saying?
want to.
Sounds like empowerment just coming all over the just what they say, just drip 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 off of the name, you know what I'm saying? So yes, I love it. And welcome you. Yes, Pietro says love her name. Yes, you can't go
Oh,
wrong with
thank
Shelley
you.
Meche'Tte.
Thank
Girl,
you.
look, she need a clothing line or a shoe line or something, you know, because I got out there Shelley Meche'Tte, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds good to me.
It sound good. Yes, girl, look, everybody needs them a Shelley Meche'Tte.
Come
Yes.
on.
So thank you so much for coming on. I definitely appreciate it. Shelly, now I know y'all, she a busy woman today, baby, because she was slam dunking. She got something going on later. She wrote a book. So hey, they are promoting that. I mean, hey, she been on talk shows, she been on the news, she been doing all kind of things, baby. Celebrity interviews and red carpets, and you know, her and them two beautiful young ladies of hers are over
Oh,
here, you know,
thank
interviewing the
you.
world. So, you know, for me to carve out this little bit of time for her, you know, I'm just like,
It's all about you. It's all
I
about
get it.
you.
Let me be. Look, thank God I'm worthy, child, to go on and slide myself on in, you know. But listen, Shelly is a women's change agent. And so, you know, I already knew that with her coming on here, being a speaker, you know, she has her own group where she is talking about empower her.
Yes. Yes.
So I mean, she's just doing great things, and you know, beautiful that we got connected. Same
Yes.
way, you know, as Indiana and a couple other ladies on the platform, you know, through the podcast and being a part of groups that are doing some amazing things. And so, you know, don't underestimate, you know, the connections of where you're at and
Yes.
reaching out to people who can, because I truly believe that, you know, as Indiana spoke about God and how when you ask Him, He will position you, you know. I think I heard somebody the other day, you know, when they say that your name is in conversations before you even enter
Before you even
rooms.
get there.
So, and that's the goal. When you are
Yes.
positioned correctly, when you're empowering, then you can position people to be just that, have their name in
Yes.
conversation. So when they show up, it's with ease. So Shelly, I don't want to waste too much more of your time. I want you to go ahead and, you know, share some more things about how fabulous you are. And then let's go ahead and get to it.
Well, first of all, let me just say thank you so much for that. I appreciate being here. You've had some amazing women. I saw the lineup, and I know that you guys are getting some amazing empowerment this morning and, well, this afternoon. It's just now turning afternoon on my end. So you guys are getting some amazing empowerment this afternoon. And I just want to be able to add to some of that empowerment. I just want to be able to get a few minutes of you guys' time and just to be able to talk about knowing your purpose and how knowing your purpose puts you in the position to know your power. So I'm kind of interactive. So ladies, you know, every now and then type something to me. Let me know, you know, that you're there. And if you're ready to know about your purpose, if you're ready to stand in your power, just type it on there and say, I'm ready, because I'm just going to take these minutes just to interact. I'm accustomed to being on the stage. I love being able to be on the stage. And so if I'm sitting here and if I get too excited, y'all just throw me a hand and be like, I get it. I get it. Because, you know, you get excited. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes,
I
come
got
on
some
through with
I'm
the
ready
I'm
coming in.
ready.
Let's
Yes.
do this. Ladies, jump in at any time. Stop me anytime. Ask me any questions, whatever it is, because I'm ready to empower you. And guess what? While you're out there, I may not be able to see you, but you empower me as well. And so I'm a note person. So you guys may see me check my note over to the side because I like to make sure that I'm giving, you know, a little, or remember at least half the things that I wrote down. Okay. I'm a note person. So what we're going to do today, again, we're going to talk about purpose, and we're going to talk about how that purpose puts you in the position for power. What is the need to have purpose? What is the need to know your purpose? What is the need to be gifted with purpose if you don't use that purpose? If you don't align that purpose? If you don't know how to walk in that purpose, then what is the reason for that purpose? You have all been purposed. You have all been given destiny. You have all been chosen. Now, what is your choice with the position that you've been given? You can choose not to walk in it. You can choose not to receive it. But today, I hope that after we have our conversation, that you will walk out and you will say, I know my purpose, and therefore I know my power, and I will rock my power from this moment on. All right, ladies, come on. We ready?
Y'all better come on. Y'all ready? Let's do it.
Let's do
What they
it.
say? Locked and loaded. Yes, let's do it.
Let's do it. And so what I want to do is I want to start with the definition of purpose, and then I'm going to give the definition of power. And so when I looked up purpose, it says purpose as the reason, it describes purpose as the reason for which something is done or created or for which something exists. So that is purpose, the reason why you exist, the reason something is done. And then it describes power as the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of an event. So that's the noun form of power. And then the verb tense said to move or travel with great speed or force. So I just wanted to throw those definitions out so that while we're talking, you might, refer to some of those things, because all of my ladies here, all of you are empowered. I don't care what position you're in. I don't care if you're widowed. I don't care if you're, if you're divorced. I don't care if you've never been married. You have all been empowered. And when we know that power, when we understand that power, then we can move forth in that power. What I want for you today is to understand that you are a force to be reckoned with. You have been put in a position where you can change lives. You've been put in a position where you can empower. You've been put in a position where you can influence. How are you going to use that influence? What are you going to do with that influence? As Angela stated, I'm a certified life purpose coach. I am a speaker, an author, and I am a women's change agent. I believe wholeheartedly that when women understand the reason why they've been created, when you understand the purpose and the value that you have within you, then that is when change begins. That is when we're able to be better individuals. That's when we're able to be better parents, better wives, better sisters. We're better for our community and everything that is around us. But it all starts with knowing who you are, knowing why you have been created. As Angela stated, I've been also on many platforms. And so what? You've been on many platforms, and what? Yes, I've had the opportunity to be featured in publications, Yahoo, Bustle, Ask Men, Weight Watchers, Op Loans. I had the opportunity to be on CBS, on the news, all of these great things. But why? Why have I had that opportunity? Because I finally understand who I am, what I've been purposed for, and what that means for you. That means I don't sit around having to wait for opportunity, because I know what I possess. So now I can follow that opportunity. I can say, hey, guess what? This is who I've been called to be. This is who I've been called to serve. This is what your audience will receive from me. And now would you like to book me?
Boom.
You know why? Because I know my power. And I know what I have. And when you know your power and you know what you have, then you can walk confidently in those things. You can step up to those things. You can be able to say, this is who I am. This is what I come with. I'm not sitting around worried about how many times you hit the heart on Instagram. When you know what you've been called to do, you are on a mission, honey. You don't have time to worry about who hitting like, who likes me, who care about the color of my dress. Do you understand that people are dying out here because I have a purpose and I am the answer to somebody's suicidal feelings? Ooh. When you understand that you have been bought at a price, you're not concerned about the label that somebody else tries to put on you.
Free and delivered from it. Free and delivered from it.
You free and you're delivered. But that's when you understand. That's when you know. I've been created like this. I've been created as a financial advisor, so I know money. So you can't come to me and tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. I've been created as a debt counselor, so you can't tell me I don't know how to manage. I've been created to empower my fellow woman, so you can't come to me and tell me that I don't know what I'm doing. But it hasn't always been like this, ladies. I haven't always known where I fit in. I haven't always felt positive about who I am. Is there anybody else who ever been like me, where you don't know exactly, you don't know where you fit in, you don't know what's going on? Somebody said yes and that. Yes,
Yes.
we've had those feelings before. I grew up with a single mother. And so I already have feelings of inadequacy because a man, my father, he showed me what I meant when he didn't come around.
Right.
He gave me an idea of what it meant to be loved. And what that meant is you run in and out. You might tell the truth. You might not tell the truth. I might see you. I might not see you. Now, he can tell me, he can give me all of the reasons, well, not anymore because he's deceased, but he could give me all of the reasons as to why he didn't do it. But none of that matters when it comes to the heart. What I learned from him is men don't stick around. Men are not honest. Men don't care for your feelings. That doesn't mean that that's true to every man. It means it's true to my story.
Right.
It's true to how I grew up. And it's true to why I had the type of feelings of inadequacy that I had to begin with. Anybody ever had those feelings of inadequacy that you just, it's like, I want to be able to believe, but I'm scared to believe because I'm scared somebody gonna pop that bubble. And so when I was young and when I was in high school, because I already had all these inadequacies, when the movie School Days, I don't know if you guys, I'm dating myself, so I don't know if anybody remember the movie School Days,
girl.
but so when the movie School Days came out, although the light skin, dark skin thing was always there, that movie came out, it kind of heightened, you know, those feelings of insecurity in me because it was huge about light skin this, dark skin that. And so me being a darker complexioned girl, I had some self-esteem issues. So when that movie came out, it just kind of tapped on it a little bit more. And unfortunately, I was at the bottom of the barrel. Now, why was I at the bottom of the barrel? Well, number one, I wasn't light. Can we just put it out there and just be honest? I wasn't light. And because I wasn't light, I wasn't attractive. Just plain and simple. I wasn't light. I wasn't attractive. I didn't have light, pretty eyes. I didn't have long, you know, curly, wavy hair. You know, one of my eyes, I don't know which one, but one of them's a little bit smaller than the other. So, you know, so then there was that.
Yes.
So I was sitting at the bottom of the barrel. There was nothing that made me feel special. There was nothing where I fit in because of this, or I fit in because I have that. I didn't have any of it, none of it. So therefore, when a young lady made a comment to me, I was just completely honored. It was one of my friends from high school. And one day she was just looking at these edges. I got them laid down today, but she was looking at these edges and she was just brushing my edge. Now, you know, you don't go around brushing on black folks' hair, right? But since you know, but I was young then, it was okay. And so she came and she was like, oh, wow. And she just brushed my hair. She said, oh, Shelley, girl, I didn't know you had good hair. And I was like, Mom, me? I got good hair? Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
Go on with it.
Girl, I was like, let me whip it this way for you so you can see the edge on that side too.
Yes.
But the whole thing was, it only took her little words. What? I didn't know you had good hair. That's 7 words. So it took 7 words for her to lift me and for me to, oh my gosh, I fit in now. Oh my gosh. So I must be pretty now. Oh my gosh. Okay. So honey, I walked around in my confidence, like, okay, yeah, I'm part of the crowd. You know, I can lay my edges down. I make a smooth ponytail. And it only took, I don't know, maybe another day or two for that to be popped when another young man who was in another class, who had absolutely nothing to do with what I was doing, wasn't even talking to him, but he, somebody said they can't hear.
Yeah, I was trying to look and see.
But he turned around and he said to me, why don't you shut up with your big, ugly bubble lips? Bam. Everything was gone. Confidence was gone. Everything that I felt about myself was gone. He had no reason to say anything to me, but he did. And so, but in that one moment, I began to shrink. I began to shrink because I thought, oh, wow, here I thought that I fit in. And now I just found out my lips are too big. Okay, I don't fit in. But it's those scenarios that put me in that cycle of not understanding my beauty. And I'm not even just talking about inner beauty. I'm talking about outer beauty too. Because, you know, everybody want to talk about that inner beauty, but I'm just going to be real. I like being cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Mm-hmm.
want somebody other than my mama to think I'm cute. Can
Mm-hmm.
we just be real?
Be real.
You
Absolutely.
know, I'm not saying that my confidence has to be in what everybody is saying, but what I am saying is, let's be honest. Don't nobody want to walk around and you know, and have to pray before they look at themselves.
Right.
Just be real. So I had that cycle going on of I want to believe that I'm beautiful inside and out, but I've been conditioned by the world to believe that I'm supposed to settle, because girls who look like me, you just get what you can. It don't
Mm-hmm.
matter if the man is attractive, if he's missing 4 teeth, not 4, if he's
Mm-hmm.
missing 4
Oh.
teeth. It
Oh.
doesn't matter if he's your equal. You should just be happy that somebody even likes you.
Mm.
Okay. I even had a young man stand in my face one day and say, I don't care how pretty you are, I'd never date you because you're not light. So,
Wow.
yes. Now, who gave you the right to come in my face and say something?
Thank you.
I don't like people who not attractive, but you don't see me telling you that.
Right.
So
But
the
people feel
thing,
entitled to be able to speak that into
why do
you.
you feel entitled to be able
Mm-hmm.
to speak such negativity into
Mm-hmm.
someone? But
Mm-hmm.
it's these things that I had to contend with, that when a young man came into my life who was attractive, who was funny, had a nice smile, it's those things that were going on in my head that made me,
Mm-hmm.
jump on that real quick. I
Right.
jumped on it, y'all. I was like, you know.
Right. It's
But
like
guess what?
we're together
But
now, baby.
yes, I was like, come on now. But I jumped on it and fell.
Mm.
And the reason is because I didn't understand who I was, why I was created, the power that was in me. Then I ended up being in about a year or a year and a half long devastation of emotional and mental abuse
Mm.
by a man who I thought loved me. But
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't understand the real power that I had, because I didn't understand who I was created to be, because I didn't understand why I was here. If I'm so ugly, if I'm so this, if I'm so, then why am I here? I didn't know that I
Mm-hmm.
had been predestined. I didn't know that God had already splashed his best on me. I didn't know that there was already a path and a way. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that I was already purposefully designed,
Mm-hmm.
molded, created in, out. This wasn't no shamble thing. He went in there, he was like, yes, do this and turn that and that. But
Yes.
yeah, it was like, but ow.
Boom.
But when you don't know that, what
Mm-hmm.
happens is you inadvertently can participate in the downfall of who you are.
Mm.
Did
That's
I
so true.
deserve to be abused? Of course not. Not at all. Should he have been berating me and pushing me and all that? Of course he shouldn't. But when you don't know who you are, your value, your purpose, when you're not confident in the
Mm-hmm.
woman who God has created you to be, then you will accidentally align yourself to a demon,
Ooh, that's good.
and you participate in the tearing of the power that you've been given.
Mm.
I remember one day the guy had drove me home, and when I got out the car, I was so angry because he had berated me the
Mm-hmm.
entire time driving me home. He had berated me. And so when I got out the car, I ended up exerting, the little power that I thought that I had, and
Mm-hmm.
I slammed the door because I was so angry. And so I
Mm-hmm.
got out the car, and as I'm walking up to my door, I felt something hit me in the back, just bam. And so, I stood there because I'm like, okay. And then again, bam, it hit me in the back again.
Mm-hmm.
And so I turned around to look at this gentleman. I use that loosely.
Loosely. Mm-hmm.
And he was gathering clumps of dirt from the ground.
Are
Yeah.
you
He
serious?
was gathering clumps of dirt, and he was, and he was
Because he was just
throwing
so
dirt.
furious that you
And
decided to
a
do
little bit,
something.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he was throwing, and not just little pieces, he was gathering big molds of dirt,
Mm.
and he was throwing them at my chest, and they were just
Mm.
slamming me into the chest. And I remember standing there, and I was just like shaking my head because my eyes began to well. And because of that small part of me that's still a G, I wouldn't let them tears drop.
Mm-hmm.
I got a
Mm-hmm.
little gangster in me.
Yes.
But I stood there with my eyes welling because I didn't understand. And I just really didn't understand how somebody could literally gather dirt from the ground and throw it at me.
Mm-hmm.
that I was just nothing.
They're supposed to care about you.
That was supposed to care about me. I loved this person. I gave
Mm-hmm.
my heart to this person.
Mm-hmm.
And you stood in front of me. And basically for me, it was like spitting on me for you to
Mm-hmm.
gather dirt and just
Right.
throw it at me. And so I walked in the house that day, you know, and as he's throwing the dirt, he's cussing me out and telling me what I better not ever do again. And as I walked in the house, you know, the tears they just flowed
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't know what to do. I knew that there was something more, but I didn't know what. Because my mother had always poured life into me, it was
Mm-hmm.
confusing.
Yeah.
Am I good? Am I not? Am I worthy? Am I not? I didn't know what to do, but I knew there was something that had to be done. And I just didn't know what. Why am I telling you guys this? Why am I giving you a little peek into my background and some of the things that have happened to me in my life? Because I want my fellow woman to always be able to see in herself what I wasn't able to see in myself
That's
at that
good.
time.
Right.
I want you to be able to see the glory that is on you. I was unable to see that. I want you to be able to see the passion, the purpose, the gifts, the talent, the everything that God has engulfed and poured on you. I didn't see that at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to look at yourself and smile. I don't care if one of your eyes are bigger than the other. Wink more with that one.
Right.
Do whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. God has gifted you. God has
Yes.
smiled on you. God has
Yes.
anointed you. God has prepared you. God has placed you. God has loved you. God has done
Yes.
all of this. He has positioned you. God has done that. There is no man that gets to take that away from you.
Yes.
None,
Preach.
none that gets to take that away. I didn't know that at that time, but baby, let me tell you, when a boo found out.
Say it again. When a boo found what? Found out.
When she found it out, that she was more than just your release for your anger.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to begin to start looking at what it was that God was trying to pour into me. I began to understand, honey, I got sunshine. Oh, I am the sunshine, and I will not, under any circumstances, stop my glow.
Ooh.
Ladies, don't stop your glow for anybody. When you are purposed, when God has given you destiny, and He has, then you automatically shine. You automatically shine. You automatically walk in the room different. Your conversations automatically change. You are on a mission, honey. And so when you walk in, people see that, and either they like, oh yeah, or they like, oh, okay. But that don't mean that you stop your glow. When was the last time you saw the sun cover up because somebody was mad with the shine?
Right.
Hello. Well, guess what, ladies? You shine. And if they can't handle it, don't bring it back. What you do is offer them some sunglasses and tell them that so you don't have to squint so much, and they keep on shining.
And keep on shining. Exactly. I love it.
Keep shining. Keep on doing it. Now you shining and you sweet. So now you two things. You gave them a gift and you is purposeful. Aren't you lovely? You is lovely.
You is kind. You is sweet. You is purposeful, baby.
Come on. Let them
and
know.
empowered.
Bop that head, Eugenia. Bop that head.
All in that order.
All of that. Thank you, ladies, for interacting with me. I love it. Do not cover up your shine. Here's some shades. That's what I'm talking about, Lena. Help them out. Give them some shades. That way you're being kind to them.
Exactly.
But listen, ladies, even in all that, I want you guys to know that this was not just an overnight process. And so what I want to do is I want to leave you with 6 tips so that you can begin to walk in your purpose. So you can begin to walk in your power. So you can be confident. So you can rock. Okay? There's no need in having a purpose. And the reason I keep saying it is because I need y'all to get it. There's no reason in having a purpose without rocking the purpose. Some of y'all should just do this.
Lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. Y'all better come on, because y'all know we lean with it, rock with it.
Sometimes that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you got to get in the mirror. You just got to be like,
Because I'm a savage. What, Eugenia? What we say? Because I'm a savage.
You got to let them know. You
You
have to let
got
them
to
know.
let them know.
Yes, I know who I am. That don't mean that I feel good every day. That don't mean my
Mm-hmm.
days are great every day. But even in the days that are not, that don't take away who I am.
Ooh,
I
amen.
pull back. I get rejuvenated. I
Mm-hmm.
ask my sisters to love on me. I ask my sisters to speak into me. And then I ask them to wrap their arms around me. And then we turn this on again.
Woo.
We turn it on again. You know why? Because somebody out there, their breakthrough depends on your yes.
Yes.
It's not about you, ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Purpose is not about you. It's about the
Ooh.
life that you're giving to somebody else. It's about the gift that has been given. And you're to give that gift away.
Mm.
And you're to continue to give it away as many times as possible until your legacy is left.
Whoa, that's good. That's
Give it
good.
away. It's not yours. It's not
Because what they
yours.
say, look, empowered women empower
Empower
women.
women, because that's what you're
Period.
supposed to be doing. So I want to give you guys these 6 tips real quick to help you walk into that power, walk into that purpose, and rock it. And so number 1 would be prepare to work. Prepare for the work. I don't know how or why or how it got turned around that when you are purpose that you don't work at it. I'm not sure where that happened, but purpose is meant to be developed. When God gives you a purpose, he don't want you to stay there. He wants you to develop it so that he can expand it and take you on to the next area. And so if you're not prepared to do the work, if you're not prepared to put in the time, if you're not prepared to do what needs to be done, you're not prepared for power. You might as well sit down and just say, I know I've got a purpose, but I don't want to do it right now. Because if you don't want to work, then you don't want to give. You need to be prepared to stay up late. You need to be prepared to get up early. You need to be prepared to be awakened out your sleep. You need to be prepared for people to not understand your why. It's not for you to understand. You weren't purpose with it. But thank you for asking.
Ooh, girl, drop that mic on him. That was a good punch right there. That was a
But
that
thank
was a
you.
mm,
You don't have to
yes.
be mean, but thanks
Mm-mm.
for asking. Not your business. Choo,
Mm-hmm.
choo. And then go back to the rocking. Huh? So you need
Yes.
to be prepared for all these things. And then you need to be prepared for the great things that come along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Prepare yourself mentally. Prepare yourself for the outs that you're going to need to take when it becomes too frustrating, because it is going to become frustrating. Purpose comes with some pain. It does.
It
Do you really
does.
think the enemy wants you to work at your purpose? Do you really think he wants you changing
Mm-mm.
lives? So
Mm-mm.
why
Not
would
at
you
all.
think that your purpose, that you just get it to sit down? Having purpose ain't no badge. The honor is that God gave it to you. That's the honor.
That's the honor.
You don't get to feel special. What you get to do is put in the work so that you'll be the one to help other people understand their gifts, their talents, and so they can walk in theirs. So be prepared for the work. Be open. Be open to mentorship. Be open to listening. I don't care that God gave the purpose and the promise to you. You don't know everything, but it's cute that you feel like you do. Negative. You don't know it. That's why there's somebody who came before you. When you close yourself off to listening to those who understand it, then you close yourself off to power. You close yourself off to understanding. You close yourself off to opportunity. You close yourself off to collaboration because you don't listen, because you don't hear, because you don't take time to take in things. You have a great idea, but it may not be for now. Don't be so angry about constructive correction. I don't like to use the word criticism, but I do like correction. Don't be
Yes.
so upset about that. If it's constructive, if it's coming from a good place, you don't know everything. And it's okay not to know everything. How are we going to collaborate? I got the ice, you got the water. I'm thirsty, but you want yours cold. Either we could come together, or you're going to have warm water and I'm going to be sucking on ice because I'm thirsty. Or we can both have 2 cups of ice cold water. But if I never listen to you and hear your need, then you'll never know, oh, I got something over here too. Be open. Be open to hear other people. Step number 3 is write it down or keep your phone near. Write those ideas down. Don't skip those ideas. The one thing about purpose is it doesn't sleep. Purpose never sleeps. You could be riding down the car and see a McDonald's sign and God will be done drop something on you and be like, Mickey to the left. You like, oh, that's my next workshop. You just don't know. You don't know when it's going to happen. I can't tell you the many times that I've been awakened at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, and with this burst of passion. And because I chose to be lazy, I was like, oh, I remember when I get up. Oh, I didn't remember when I got up. Because it was for that time. And so what I did is I missed out on an opportunity to be prepared to work, because the work didn't come in 9 to 5 like I felt like it should. So I don't know who needed to hear something that I wasn't able to give them because I was too concerned about being able to get up. You got to get up. It can't be about you. And I'm not afraid to say I didn't get up. But what it taught me to do is get up, because some of my best ideas have come at 3 o'clock in the morning, because God don't have to compete with me talking all day long. So I keep my phone nearby now on notes. And so in the middle of the night when something comes, I jump up, I hit the notes, I put it down, and hopefully I can go back to sleep. I'm a light sleeper, so many times I can't go back to sleep. I'm just sitting there like, do, 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 do. But so
I got that message, Lord. I already wrote it down. Look.
I'm awake and I'm tired, but I got that message. So you need to be able to write those things down, because you don't know where those ideas are going later. It might not be an idea for now, tomorrow, next week, but in 2 years, God may swing it back around, because he don't give you anything that's not going to be used. Step number 4, be of help. Help. You'll never be able to convince me that you're a woman of influence, power, and any of those things if I don't see you reaching back to help someone else. So what I'm not saying is allow people to just use your gifts and throw your gifts. No. If you know that your weaves cost $200 and your friend always coming over talking about, can I get it for $4.99, $4.99? At some point you have to say, boo, now I can't let you to abuse. I can't allow you to abuse my gift because we friends. Now I might slice you that 50 or I might not. So that's not what I'm talking about when I say be of help. What I'm talking about is when you see somebody coming up in the same way that you've come up, and you see where you can be a support to them, give them that support. Tell them where you got your doggone cards from. I mean, isn't that secretive? Can you just not say Vistaprint and they got a sale going on?
Girl, I can't even remember.
Right. Why the box is sitting in front of you? How are you going to be a woman of influence and you won't influence? So you cannot be a woman of purpose and power and not be a woman who helps.
Oh, Piazza said, come on, we lift up, but we set boundaries.
Exactly. Lift it up, but set them boundaries. And then also remember that with purpose, remember now, you've been created for something. You've been created for this. So don't always go out and try to empower everybody. Because when you empower everybody who hasn't been called to you, who you haven't been purposed to, then you become depleted for the people who you have been called to.
Ooh.
So it's a balance. It's a balance that you have to have. And you got to depend on the Holy Spirit for that. Just because I'm sitting in front of 100 women, that doesn't mean that 100 women have been called to me. That doesn't mean that. And so when you come to me, I may say to you, hey, great, awesome, but I'm not in the position to be able to service you the way that you need to be serviced. Don't be mad. Be grateful that somebody was honest. I don't take your money.
No.
Oh,
that's good.
No.
Instead of being offended, because we are easily offended by anything.
Yes, we are. But when somebody is saying, I can't service you, you should be saying thank you. Thank you for being honest. So yes, somebody said it'll drain your anointing. That's exactly what will happen. So you need to know who you've been called to serve. You don't need to water everybody's backyard. You're not the landscaper. Water yours. Water yours.
Come on, Shelley Meche'Tte.
Water yours. And then tell them where you got the hose if they need something. See how that helping went? I'm not going to water yours, but here's where the hose is.
So you can water your own.
Water it. Water the people who've been given to you. Step number 5, erase the guilt of that past. Let it go. Move on. Keep it going. Stop it. The guilt will eat you up and you'll never walk in that power and you'll never rock what God has given you. You are not bound to the things that you did, to the mistakes that you made, or the mistakes that were done to you. There are some things that, you were the idiot. You did it. It was dumb. But then there's some things that you had absolutely no control over, and they were done to you. No matter what it is, no matter which side of the spectrum you fall on, you are not bound by that mistake. You are not bound by your past, but you are a warrior of your future. But what the enemy will try to do is hold you to that and bring people into your life that are going to remind you, remember when you used to do this? Tell them, I do. That's why I don't do it no more. Help them understand, because obviously there's a disconnect. I talk about this in my book, 70 Days of Happy, Life is Better When You Smile. I dedicate a chapter to letting folks know I understand about doing the dumb stuff. You know, many years ago, I found a very creative way to make a little extra money at my job. It was creative. And so during that time, there was people left and right getting fired because they weren't as creative as I was. But just know that my creativity could have got me 10 to 20 in federal prison. But at the end of the day, thank God for his mercy, I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to leave that life of crime alone. It didn't last long, y'all. I bowed my head, you know, and a little, I'm sorry. Yeah. But it didn't last too long. But the bottom line is, guess what? I did it. I owned it. I accepted it. I left it. It's gone. It's finished. And so there's nothing that anybody can say to me to make me feel less than because of something that happened 20 plus years ago. It did happen. And so now I use that and I put it in stories of what not to do, where not to go, how not to be ignorant, how not to be stupid when it comes to certain things, because those were stupid things that I did that could have caused my life to go in a very different direction. But I won't let you be the master of it and try to tear me down because of it. Not gonna work. And you don't let anybody be the master of that in your life either. When you're concerned about your past and what happened in your past, you're not focused on the future. You're not focused on what God is doing for you because you're too busy walking like this.
Right.
You can't do it. And so what you do is you make people who are waiting on your gift wait, because now we got to get through you still holding on to the past. So erase that. Let that go. When somebody try to bring it up, once again, let them know, you're right, I did. I'm so glad we know my former self. So now, would you like to know what it is that I'm doing now? And we gonna move on. And then step number 6 is relax. Relax and enjoy your journey, honey.
Yes.
Because guess what? Your journey don't look like my journey. So you can't look at me and say, well, we've been doing this the same amount of time and she's doing this and she's doing that. She also done hit her head 4 times. She done bled at the mouth. You know, she can't grow hair right there anymore because she didn't hit it so hard. The journeys are different. And each journey is glorious and beautiful. Each journey is filled with ups and downs, frustration and fascinations. Each journey has its own set of different experiences, of different highs, of different lows. Take them all in and enjoy them. Even the ones that you don't enjoy, write it down, because one day you're going to say, I remember when. This is how far I've come. Praise God for this anointing at this time.
Yes.
Don't despise them. They don't feel good, and I know they don't. But relax. Choose things now before you go into walking in purpose that will help you woosah. So if you know that you get stressed when there's too many things coming at you, then right now, lay out a plan and say, when I get to this point, I'm going to shut down for 10 minutes. I'm going to walk out for 10 minutes. I'm going to rest. Because you need to be refilled so that you could begin to walk again. So prepare for the work. Be open. Write it down. Help. Erase that past and relax. And when you're able to do these 6 things, was it 6? B-O-W-H. Yes, when you're able to do those 6 things, I kind of lost it for a moment.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
You get the gist. Put it together.
You can count.
No, look.
Well, when you're able to do these things, those 6 tips, what it does is it positions you for power, because that's what it spells, P-O-W-H-E-R. I just gave you the tip for power. And so when you're
better go on with your creative self. That was cute.
Girl. Come on. That is your power. When you don't remember who you are, go back to your power. When things are looking a little frustrating, step back into your power. Because when you remember that power that is connected to your purpose, then you're able to rock your calling.
Ooh.
Rock your calling, ladies.
Rock your calling.
Rock your calling. You have been called. You have been predestined. You have been given life by the life giver. He loves you. He has poured into you. And now it's up to you to take everything that he has given to you and to use that to further not only your purpose, but to help somebody else open up and broaden their purpose. Ladies, 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 my name again is Shelley Meche'Tte. I would love to be able to connect with any of you guys. For those women who are still struggling with their clarity, with knowing who they have been purposed to be, or need a little assistance preparing a strategic purpose plan and rocking out your power, connect with me on my website at ShelleyMeche'Tte.com, where you can book a power call, a 30-minute power call, and we're going to blast it out, because I refuse to get off of here and not be able to connect with my ladies who may still need a little bit of walking with and us not come together. I have no problem preparing for the work, being open to whatever you have to say, writing down your heart so I can better help prepare you, giving a helping hand, erasing anything that you feel don't need to go into your purpose, and relaxing with you as we move forward. Because that's the power that I'm going to give to you. Thank you so much, ladies. Again, let's connect on Instagram, on my website. You see how my name is spelled. It does not look like Meche'Tte, but I guarantee you it is. That's what I've been told.
Yes.
So connect with me. Thank you.
Listen, as they said, awesome, awesome, awesome. I am so excited.
Thank you.
I can't even begin to tell you that how powerful that was. I mean, from the beginning, from when you came in, like bam, like, you know, and you didn't let up. You put the, you know, you did your thing. So thank you for sharing. For the audience, you guys know the your group. Can you tell them the official name of the group so they can connect with you there?
We can connect on Facebook, and I have a group there called the Powerful Woman. So it's POWHERFUL, the Powerful Woman, where we can come together. You can leave tips for people. We talk about anything. There's nothing that's not on the table. If you want to give a recipe, tell the recipe. If you want to talk about the orange goop that's in your eye, girl, talk about it. Let's come together. Let's let our hair down. We talk about our opportunities that we have coming up. And it's just a place for us to just love on one another, just to be able to be who God has called us to be, an inspiration and powerful.
Thank you. As they say, amazing, amazing.
Thank you, Angela. I hope I pronounced that right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you guys